Hi friends, welcome to another episode of French Food Friday. On this French Food Friday, I'm thinking about starting a series that I can do kind of off and on with charcuterie, or charcuterie as we'd say in the States. Today I have two different kinds of bread. I have a fig bread that has, you can see little pieces of fig in there. I also have just a big rustic loaf of bread. The full loaf of bread is probably this big, that thick, or this thick. I also have some brie. I think that's how you would pronounce this. It is a kind of cheese that I found at the store that I thought looked interesting, and it smells ripe. It smells funky, and I am excited. I also have a dried sausage that you see a lot as kind of an aperitif, or what in English we would call an appetizer. But these sausages, you can just, as you saw in the video earlier, it has a string. You can just hang it up. It doesn't need to be refrigerated or anything. So yeah, I am excited to try this. Bon appetit. So I'll start with the sausage. You can see the sausages here are really, how do we say that? Almost marbleized, maybe? There's a lot of fat in them. The package here too says that it's without any kind of, I think arôme means like flavoring or flavor additives, and without colors added. So this is just naturally what the sausage looks like. It's a pork sausage. This kind of sausage is definitely an acquired taste for me. I remember the first time that I had any kind of sausage like this. I tried it and I was like, I don't like this. This isn't good. I can't do this. And I was like, you know, I need to try it again, because that's kind of my mentality. If I try something and I don't like it the first time, I'll usually give it a second taste, and most of the time after the second taste I'm like, okay, I can see how somebody would like this. And that was definitely the way the sausage is. Just the fatty, little chunks of marbleized fat in there. It takes a little getting used to, but it's definitely a strong pork flavor, just a very strong flavor of everything in general. It's quite chewy. It's important to cut it in pretty thin slices to be able to eat it. There's a nice, just sort of greasy, not really aftertaste, but just a greasy flavor that comes from the fats and just all of the oils and things in the sausage. I would definitely give this kind of sausage a 8.7 out of 10. Kind of a random number. But I think that it's not quite a 9, but it's a little more than an 8.5. So now let's try this cheese. Soft cheese is something that we don't have a whole lot of in the States, but it's something that I've started really liking here. I'm going to take a bite of this and then try to pair it with these breads. Bon appetit. That is a very strong cheese. It tastes almost like a camembert. I don't know if this is the kind of cheese that it is, or if this is the brand. Yeah, this is a very French cheese has such a distinct flavor that it's hard to describe in words that don't sound gross. Like, part of me wants to say that it tastes like feet, but I know that that wouldn't be appetizing at all. Or it smells like feet, not tastes like feet. But I think that if I tore off a little piece of this rustic bread and put these kind of together and tried it almost like a little sandwich, this would be good. The cheese is definitely more balanced on the bread. There's just a really rich creaminess with the soft cheeses like this, and you can see they're easy to spread over breads or over whatever you would be eating them on. I'm not sure how the cheese will be on this fig bread, but we're about to find out. Wait. That goes so much better together than I was expecting, because you have the sweetness of the figs mixed with the strong pungency of the cheese, and you add a little bit of the salty, meaty sausage to it. This is really good. I would give this cheese an 8 out of 10. It's not the best cheese that I've had, and it's also somewhat of an acquired flavor. Like, I can taste it and I can appreciate it, but it's one that I'm not super sure if I could say that I particularly like right now. I mean, it's a good cheese. Like, I would eat it on stuff. It would be really good with butter on a baguette, just as a sandwich like that, like the sandwich that I had a few weeks ago. It would definitely be good for that. On these breads, I would probably give this just rustic loaf of bread a 7. It's not super amazing, but it's just a good solid piece of bread. I'd probably give the fig bread an 8. Yeah, I think that it'd get about an 8, because it's different. It's still got all of the normal, I don't know if I would say savory, but it tastes like a loaf of bread, but there's just that sweetness of a fig that's in it. It's really good. Alright, so I hope that you've enjoyed another episode of French Food Friday. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Charcuterie 101. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram. If you have anything that you would like for me to try, or anything you would like to see on my cutting board that I'm using as a charcuterie board, please drop that in the comments below. And I can't wait to see you on another episode of French Food Friday. Au revoir, à bientôt.